This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Two army officers interrogated at Chennai CBCID. Brigadier confirms that the army is supporting the investigating agency.
Whatever inquiry is going on, it is being done jointly, and we are helping the CBCID completely.
Jayalalitha confirms the role of an army man, calls Dilshan's killing an unpardonable act.
That the person responsible for this unpardonable act should be handed over to our police to be dealt with according to law.
The Planning Commission shells out 23.5 thousand crore rupees for Tamil Nadu for the current fiscal, a hike of nearly 3.5 thousand crores from last year. The consensual sex clause protects rapists, claims a PIL. The Madras High Court dispatches a notice to the centre.
If the act says it is not an offence, so the wrongdoer is always escaping.
And Jaya Prakash is the latest daddy dearest figure on the silver screen. We'll bring you him up close and personal. Welcome to the late night news on NDTV Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew. Let's also bring you up to speed with the rest of the day's top stories nationally. The Supreme Court upholds the Allahabad High Court order questioning land acquisition in Greater Noida. Rahul Gandhi's 24/7 Padyatra in Mayavati land travels along the Yamuna Expressway, meeting farmers. Dope-tainted athletes give their B sample tests. One of them, Sini Jo, says she only took vitamins. Pro-Telangana protesters clash with police on the second day of the Bandh. Chidambaram says Congress will engage MPs who've resigned. And two Afghan women MPs brawl in the parliament after 86 MPs table a resolution to impeach President Karzai. Our top story tonight, with the investigation into the Dilshan murder case gathering momentum within the last 2 days, the CBCID is moving full steam ahead with interrogations. But at the very outset, two very different versions of the story have come forth. On one hand, Chief Minister J.J. Lalitha has confirmed the involvement of an army officer, even while the army chief has in very clear terms denied any involvement of theirs. Meanwhile, in the city, two army officers arrived at the Chennai CBCID today for questioning. One of them is reported to have been the Lieutenant Colonel suspected to have shot the 13-year-old. However, there has been no progress in locating the murder weapon used in the crime. The Chief Minister minced no words at all while referring to the Dilshan murder case today. She very categorically confirmed that an army officer was responsible and called the crime as unpardonable. Ms. Jayalalitha also demanded the handing over of the culprit to the state police.
It is quite clear that someone from within the army enclave shot at the boy and killed him. So our Chief Secretary has written to the General Officer Commanding requesting that the person responsible for this unpardonable act should be handed over to our police to be dealt with according to law. That is our stand.
Well, from the army enclave, it was Brigadier Pankaj Sinha who had confirmed that the inquiry is being done jointly and that full support was being lent to the CBCID.
Whatever inquiry is going on, it is being done jointly, and we are helping the CBCID completely, and I am sure they will come to some conclusion shortly.
Let's just get you very latest comments coming in from the Tamil Nadu CBCID department. The chief, in fact, who's been saying that no arrests have been made so far, but we have identified persons whom we think are in the suspicious zone. He's also gone on to say, in fact, that they're also examining private and defense persons, and that scientific, physical and oral interrogations are also being conducted, but it will be only till tomorrow that they will have the post-mortem report in hand. Moving on to some more news for the state. Amma's trip to the capital is paying off rich dividends, it seems. In a meeting with Montek Singh Ahluwalia, the Deputy Chairman of the Planning Commission, it has resulted in a generous allotment of 23,535 crore rupees to the state government. In fact, this year, has seen a significant hike of 3,467 crore rupees as compared to last year's allotment. And Ms. Jayalalitha expressed content with her meeting at the capital regarding this.
What are your comments to this, ma'am?
Now, the Madras High Court ordered a notice to the centre today in a public interest litigation which sought the direction to amend Indian Penal Code Section 375 relating to rape. The petitioner had said that one provision in the section allowed rapists of minor girls in the age group 16 to 18 to go scot-free using the consensual sex clause. It was, in fact, a demand in the petition that the age of minor girls be defined as 18 and under 18 so that wrongdoers do not walk free. The first bench had asked the centre to reply in 4 weeks' time.
Under Section 375 PC, the sixth description which gives a protection to the minor up to the age of 16. Suppose if a person with or with her consent, if the girl is under 16 years of age, whoever commits in sexual intercourse with her, it's an offence. But if she is a consenting party beyond 16 to 18, I mean in between 16 to 80, the Act says it is not an offence. So the wrongdoer is always escaping.
When we come back on the show, we introduce you to an MLA who doesn't give his dreaming and his daily mantras a miss. And that's coming up on our special series in just a bit from now. The Late Night News is brought to you in association with Una Kana Pana Tuna in the Yella Parpukum Udayam Mattumda, Vijaya Productions in Vengai and Sri Kumaran Thangamaligai.
Chain Mela, Sri Kumaran lo Chain Mela. Kotta kotta Chain Mela prati roju panduga Kumaran lo. Okasari vaste chalo, ento trupti madasulo. Sri Kumaran lo.
ఎక్కడ కనిపించని వేల కొద్ది డిజైన్లలో రకరకాల చైన్లు శ్రీ కుమరం తంగవాడికి చెన్నై కోవి తిరుపూర్ ఈరోడు తిరుచి
కొత్త కొత్త చైన్ల ప్రతిరోజు పండుగ కుమరంలో మన మైంగదే మని పోలవే తల్లి తోడదే అమ్మమ్మ మేరీ మిక్స్ ఉచ్చాగం వందదే అమ్మమ్మ మేరీ మిక్స్ పుత్తునర్చి తందదే
పుత్తునర్చి తందడం పుత్తం పుదియ మెడమిక్స్ ట్రాన్స్పరెంట్
Una Kana Pana Tuna. Okay.
Sure. Udayam rumba pure.
Una Kana Pana Tuna, Una Pana. Huh? Una Kana Pana Tuna, Una Pana. Sure. Udayam rumba pure. Sure. Udayam rumba pure.
Una Kana Pana Tuna. இந்த எல்லா பருப்புக்கும் உதயம் மட்டும்தான்.
Una Kana Pana Tuna, Una Pana.
Welcome back. Now, we at NDTV Hindu have been bringing you your constituency's MLA up close and personal these past few weeks. On this special series, we've been highlighting the problems of a particular constituency and the special plans of the MLA concerned. The spotlight today is on Tiruvika-Nagar's AIA-DMK MLA V. Neelakandan, who emerged victorious after defeating Congress's candidate Krishnamurthy by a margin of 29,534 votes.
Exercising body and mind. That seems to be Neelakandan's daily mantra. The 64-year-old MLA works out at the gym every day at the gym he has built for the youth of Tiruvika-Nagar. This after accepting petitions from the people. He also runs Manita Neya Amma Arakatalai, a social club through which he wants to generate job opportunities. And what about the problems in his area?
நாங்கள் இந்த தொகுதி மக்களுக்காக தண்ணி பிரச்சனை, இந்த ட்ரைனேஜ் பிரச்சனை, இந்த ஆடு தொட்டி பிரச்சனை, எங்கள் ஊரில் 2 கிலோமீட்டர் கூவம் நதி ஓடுது. அது ரொம்ப சுகாதார இது வரைக்கும் தூரே எடுக்காமல் அந்த நதி ஓடுது. அதை அம்மா நாலேஜ் கொண்டு போயிட்டு இந்த கூவம் நதியை சுத்தம் பண்ணி மக்களுக்கு ஒரு சுகாதாரத்தை உண்டு, தொலைநோக்கு பார்வையோட சுகாதாரத்தை உண்டாக்கி நாங்கள் ஜனங்களுக்கு சர்வீஸ் செய்யணும் தான் எங்களோட லட்சியம்.
Neelakandan also makes sudden visits to cooperative society for inspection, a move welcomed by the locals. A God-fearing man, he has built nearly 50 temples in his area and he strongly believes that the youth can be agents of change.
இப்போ அம்மா ஆட்சி வந்த உடனே அவங்களுக்கு இன்னும் நல்லா ஊக்கப்படுத்தி அவங்க பொருளாதார ரீதியாக முன்னேறதுக்கான வழிவகையை நான் அம்மா ஆட்சியில் செஞ்சு அவங்க நல்லா முன்னேற்றம் வர்றதுக்கு பாடுபடுவேன்.
Neelakandan decided to enter politics after watching the film Ayrathil Oruvan in 1965. 7 years later, he took the plunge and has seen many ups and downs since then. But he says he is a go-getter and is ready to face the challenges that come his way. In Chennai, with Lalit Jude, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
Now, a day before the hearing on the uniform syllabus at the Madras High Court, some of the petitioners in the uniform syllabus case have filed a reply to the expert committee report submitted before the Madras High Court yesterday. One of it said that the committee could not have done justice to over 10,400 pages of textbooks in just 4 sittings. The petitioner added that the committee's composition was not democratic and had a prejudiced approach towards uniform system of school education.
So the question is how this 9-member committee went through all 10,400 pages to point out the 200 odd mistakes they have mentioned in the report. Obviously, they have not done a good job. They had a result in their mind and approached the issue.
Meanwhile, the expert committee's rejection of the syllabus as substandard and not being able to implement the new syllabus in the current year has come in for very sharp criticism. The PMK's chief Ramados lashed out, saying that the report that was submitted was aimed at helping the government in delaying the implementation of the uniform syllabus. He added that the committee had no intentions whatsoever of implementing this syllabus soon enough. Moving on, a group called the Good Governance Guards took to the streets today demanding an improvement in the country's bureaucratic services, citing general negligence of requirements like reporting to duty on time and conducting services in a timely and non-corrupt manner. The protests were specifically against the inability of the Central Board of Excise and Customs to clear exports, resulting in a backlog.
Nothing will go wrong if public servants take care of the work assigned to them. So, Good Governance Guards has taken up that theme as the first theme, that let first of all us ensure that all public servants, central government and state government and other public sector undertakings, that they all perform their duty after coming to their place of duty at the correct time, availing of only 30 minutes lunch time and leaving their place only at 5:45. That is the normal closing working hours of the nationally. Incident is the cargo imported by the vessel and the aircraft. They are not at all arranged properly, not allowed to be cleared directly. In the international airport, when the passengers come, they clear the passengers 24 hours. Why can't they clear the cargo also 24 hours? Everywhere, go to passport office, go to a ration office, go to any taluka office. People come at their leisure time. Many people will ask for speed money. There's some bribe has to be paid. And even if my mobile phone is lost, there is a fear in me to make a police complaint.
Let's now turn to how gold and silver are doing today, the bullion rates for you. when we come back, we introduce you to the fresh daddy figure in Kollywood, but that's in just a moment from now.